One.
What up, guys? J&J Picks back with another video. We're going to be covering Thursday night's game. We're going to be covering what happened tonight, what bets hit, what bets didn't hit. We're going to be covering Sunday night's games. Well, not Sunday nights, Sunday's games. We're going to be covering the 1 p.m. games, the 4 p.m. games, Sunday night football, what we got for that. I'm Jesse. I've got RJ with me. That's my co-host. RJ, what you got for us?
What's going on, guys? We are back with a new video this week, and like Jesse said, we're going to be going over what we had for tonight's bets. We're going to be going over all of our Sunday bets, and we're going to be uploading stuff all week long, well, all weekend long leading up to Sunday night football. If you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, everybody, please just take a second, hit the subscribe button. We are so close to our first goal on the channel of hitting 50 subscribers. As of right now, we are sitting at 42, 41, 41, 42. And that is fantastic, guys. We are doing so much better than we expected we would do, and it's all thanks to you guys. We love every single one of you guys. If you can, share the videos, like the videos, tell everybody to subscribe. It means the world to us. We appreciate everybody. With that being said, we're going to get you guys what you're here for. We're going to bring you over into our bets and our recap. So, Jesse, tell the people about the Thursday night letdown of your Packers only bet.
Well, money line hit. Packers dominated that game. It wasn't close. You might look at the score and like, okay, it was a good game. No, it was not a good game. The Packers dominated. Jaden Daniels looked lost. Um, so that part of the bet hit. Um, I can't remember. Could you say that bet to them one more time?
Yep. So for
The
everybody
Packers only
who's
one.
for everybody who's watching the video, we have the PowerPoints pulled up for you guys so it's easier to follow along with what we had. So Jesse's bet that we put out on the YouTube shorts for everybody, if you're watching the shorts, it was Josh Jacobs over 60.5 yards. Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown. Packers money line and Romeo over 41.5 receiving yards was your four-leg parlay for Thursday on the Packers side.
So on the Packers side of the parlay, everything hit except Romeo Dobbs. He, I believe, finished with 22 yards, which is kind of a letdown. It's all right. But if we had just changed that to an anytime touchdown, it would have hit. I thought they would have used Romeo Dobbs a lot more during this game, especially because of how they used him last game. But they came out with a different strategy and used Tucker Kraft, and he had an insane game, going over 100 yards and getting a touchdown. That man went off tonight. And honestly, when it comes to the Packers, I really don't care if if the bet hits. Me personally, this is I put $10 on today, and I don't care if it hit or not, just because of the fact that, well, the Packers won. They looked like a Super Bowl team, and I don't like people saying, "Oh, the lines look not good. Jaden Daniels didn't have a no line." Screw that. Stop downplaying the Packers. The Packers are here and they are a Super Bowl team. They're Super Bowl contenders. So when it comes to that's my opinion on that.
No, I feel you. I mean, 100% the Packers are going to be a menace to society this football season. I mean, they're just going to go. I think as long as they can keep up everything that they're doing right now, I for real think they might go to the Super Bowl. Like they are doing extremely well. I can't take anything away from you. But on my side of the bets tonight, what I had Jordan Love 175 passing yards. I had Reed for 25 receiving yards. Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown and Jaden Daniels for 30 rushing yards. So with the bet that I had, Love got his yards. Great green check mark. Reed got injured in the first quarter. So I'm still waiting on the sports book to tell me. Actually, no, I lost the bet outright because Jaden Daniels didn't get 30 rushing yards. So there's a promotion on the sports book that I use. I'm not going to name drop because hopefully maybe one day in the future we'll get a sponsorship, maybe. But the sports book that I use, if you have a player gets injured in the first quarter and your bet would have hit all the way through, but your injured player is taken out, they will give you your money back on your bet, and I'm pretty sure it gives you bonus money for what the bet would have won if they were in the game. But since Jaden Daniels didn't get his 30 rushing yards, I just lost outright, which is unfortunate. But hey, we take that risk when we put money down on football. It is what it is. I was 3 out of 4. Well, I guess you can say 2 out of 4 because we don't know what Reed would have done. But either way, I'm happy with it. It was a good game. I can't complain. I lost $5. It is what it is. I'll make it back up. And then,
And I will say, my Packers bet didn't hit by one leg. It's like
yeah, you're
everything
extremely close.
everything that I've been making has not been done by one leg.
Yeah. Oh,
So take that into consideration.
yeah. Every bet that you've had, you've been 4 out of 5 or 3 for 4. So I mean, you're on it. You just literally one leg away. Now, I didn't have any second bets for tonight on Thursday's game, but Jesse, you had a half and half, a Packers and a Commanders bet. Uh, you want to tell the people what you had, or you want me to read it out and then you can go over
Go ahead and read it out.
it? So for everybody watching, you can see it. I got Jesse had Eckler over 3.5 receptions, Jaden Daniels over 170 pass yards, Jordan Love over 170 pass yards, and Reed at 36 receiving yards.
Shouldn't that bet have cashed out just because everybody else hit?
I think did Daniels get his 170 pass yards?
Yeah, he finished with 200.
Did he? Let's look and
But he
see.
did.
Let's look and see. I can pull it up. So it missed from
200 yards.
Austin Eckler. It's showing it's showing he ended with only 2 receptions.
Bro. Okay.
So did he have a
I
third
thought he had
catch?
3. I thought he had 3 or 4.
We can go to the box score and I can check it real quick.
I thought he had 3.
Well, I have you so the bet that everybody's looking at right now says 3.5. But what I was able to
So
get,
you said he had 4.
yeah, so he had to get 4 for it to hit. But on the bet that we locked in, I was able to get you in at just 3 flat without losing any
Mm-hmm.
value on the odds. But let's go to the box score. Eckler, where's Eckler? Where's he at? It's got. Yeah, so okay, so he had 4 targets, but he only had 2 receptions.
Okay. That was early in the game then.
Yeah, so he
Because
got
I had to turn off the game.
yeah, he was targeted
We-
4 times. So I mean, he was 50% of what he was targeted, but he only had 2 official catches.
All right. Well, I didn't hit on that part. I thought I did, but it's fine. Jaden Reed got hurt first quarter. There's nothing I can do about that. I was right about both passing yards. I was right out of the water with Jordan Love. He finished with like 291 passing yards in the entire game. So that one leg, 2 legs technically. So that one didn't hit at all,
I'd
just
say
because of the fact of Jaden Reed getting hurt.
I mean, with someone getting hurt, I think we can just not count that as a loss because you never know if he would have been in the game if he would have hit or not. So if someone gets hurt, I just pretend that leg doesn't count. So in my opinion, you only miss this bet by 1 leg. You know what I mean?
And honestly, they did that a lot, and it might have been just like not Eckler at the time. I predicted that Jaden Daniels was going to use his running backs as checkdowns the entire game, and that's pretty much what he did. It was just Eckler and the other running back trading off those receptions, and it's just annoying.
Yeah, I mean, hey man, it's week two. It Some things are just going to be unpredictable, which is unfortunate. We none of us hit today. It's a Thursday. It's all right. We're pulling up on the weekend. We got big Sunday night football ahead of us. So for our 1 p.m. Sunday bets, you want to tell the people what you're running, Jesse?
So I have Javante Williams for an anytime touchdown he plays for the Cowboys. I've got Kyron Williams for an anytime touchdown for the Rams, and I've got Derrick Henry for an anytime touchdown that plays for the Ravens. I really like all three of these picks. I think they're all going to get inside of the end zone. Just favored matchups. I I think it's going to happen.
No, I'm with you 100%. I have so for my picks on Sunday 1 o'clock, I'm also taking Derrick Henry for an anytime touchdown. I'm gonna run Derrick Henry at so his line is set at 95 over under, and
I'd take it.
I originally had him at 85 because sometimes they'll put the fives in there, but they don't have 85, so it's either go 80, 90, or take him at the line at 95 or 96, whatever it is. I'm really thinking about taking him at 90. So if anybody's watching this and you see 85, look at your lines, look at your odds, and take what you think is most comfortable. If you're more comfortable with taking Henry at 80, take him at 80 because that's what I had him at last week and he hit. I mean, he blew it straight out, but I think I might go a little extra on his rush yards today or this weekend. I think I might take him at 90 just to get a little more juice on the bets. And then I have a Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown.
I like that. Jalen Hurts plays in the 4 o'clock game though. Just want to
Oh,
keep
is
that.
it 4 o'clock? Okay. I,
Yeah,
I
he plays.
I was typing this up and I didn't have the schedule in front of me and I was thinking I was like, what other is going to be a really good anytime touchdown that I could pair up with Derrick Henry? And I was like, oh, of course, Jalen Hurts. But I didn't know what time he played. But well, we'll just for my side, we'll call it the anytime touchdown bet with a Henry rush juice. And then
Hon-
speaking of 4 o'clock,
Honestly,
huh?
I think Derrick Henry is going to do great against that Browns defense. I know it's scary because the Browns defense is usually good, but really, last week they didn't do too well against the run, but they did lock up the receiving. So the only thing I would be scared for is Zay Flowers. So I really like. I would take his actual line, 95, and just take the over. He's going to be. I think he's going to be this week's rushing leader again.
No, I have full faith in King Henry. 1 second.
So yeah,
But
that's.
I have
I just think that that's going to happen.
I have full faith that King Henry is going to run over almost anybody and everybody he faces. But usually with the sports book, when they set the lines at a weird number like 96 and a half, either he's going to come up 1 yard short or he's going to just run over the line. So typically on rush yards, I try to pull it back just a little bit. I mean, not much, just a little bit because I've had it happen last season where I take, the line they put out at 96 and a half, 97 and a half, 98 and a half, and they end with like 95 or 94 or 96. It's like exactly 1 yard shy of what the line is at. So I've learned I need to go down about 8 to 10 yards where there's still value in it, but it's safer of a bet and I can just pair it up and still get value. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah,
saying not saying Derrick Henry can't do it. I think he's gonna do it, but just for the numbers and the math on my side, when I build my bets, it for me, I think I'm just gonna go with the 90.
yeah, I
But
get it.
speaking of 4 o'clock games, I've got it pulled up for everyone to see. What are you running Sunday 4 o'clock games, even though we have like 3 games to pick from for Sunday afternoon?
Okay, so I've got Tyler Warren to go over on his receptions for the Colts. He plays for the Colts. He's a tight end. I think he's going to get targeted heavily again by Daniel Jones. But Chuba Hubbard for an anytime touchdown. Then I've got Cortland Sutton for over 61 and a half receiving yards for the Broncos. He had 61 yards last week, so it's the sports booker just is just playing with you. If you want to, you can move it down to 55 or 50. It'd probably be safer anyways. And one thing that I can't see yet is Marvin Harrison Jr. on his receiving yards. I'd probably take the other over, but I just can't see the line yet. So that is a player to watch out for. See if you have something for him, put him in a parlay. I would really like Marvin Harrison Jr. too. Okay, especially against this Panthers beat up secondary. They don't have J.C. Horn yet, so it's definitely gonna happen.
And if anybody is taking what Jesse's just said and puts them in a bet, show us in the comments. Send us a picture or tell us in the comments like what your bet comes out to be or if it hits or misses. Send it in the comments, guys. We want to hear stuff from you. Give us some feedback. We want to engage with you guys. I mean, granted, don't get me wrong. We're here to give you picks so you can make some money. But we do want to get to know you guys as our community and people that we're going to hopefully be seeing every week when we put videos out. Hopefully we make you some money. Um, but on my side, I'm keeping it simple for Sunday afternoon. There's not much to pick from. I'm gonna keep it just two money lines. I'm going Broncos money line and Cardinals money line. It's as straightforward as it can get. I'm not happy about my selection, but if I was to bet anything, which I'm probably gonna lock this in probably tomorrow, but I'm leaning Broncos and Cardinals money line in a two leg. I think you can make some money off of those two teams, and I think it's a safer bet to take.
Why don't you add in them Eagles?
Man, I was thinking about adding in the Eagles, but it's week two with the performance we had from Saquon Barkley last week, and with even though the Kansas City Chiefs just lost to the Chargers, I mean that neither team is looking fantastic right now. So I'm assuming when they go head to head again as the Super Bowl rematch, one team is just going to turn it on. I don't know why it's going to happen this week or since it's they're facing each other, but I know one team is going to outshine the other. I just don't know who's going to have it this week because they both didn't play fantastic. I mean, the Eagles still, won and did what they were supposed to do, but it's just, I don't know. I'm leaving it alone. I'm a little cautious right now, so I'm leaving it alone.
I get it.
All right. And then we have our, what's next? Yep. All right. So what we're
Um,
going to talk
oh,
about next is our current season record. And then after we update you on our record, we're going to roll over to we have one more slide, which is, while we're on the record slide, we can tell you about our Sunday night primetime bets. I didn't get a slide for it, so this is where the people who actually watch us and get this deep into the video are going to get extra value because you're here with us going through it. And the people who watch the shorts, you'll get it too. But this is where we find out who the OGs are. But currently, our season record. Unfortunately, Jesse couldn't get on the board this Thursday. You're sitting at 0-6, bud, with a total of minus $35 as of right now. And I didn't do much better. I'm still sitting at 5 wins, 4 losses. My losses went up one, and my winnings are down to 28 because I had taken I think $3 or $4 and put it on this bet. I think I said 5 earlier, but I think it was only 4 or 5. I'm not sure. It was one of the two, but I'm down a little bit in money from where I had lost my bet today. It's unfortunate, but things happen. So even though we don't have the slide, you guys can look at this and just take what you will from the running record as of right now. Jesse, what's going to be your prime time Sunday bet?
okay, so I have a three-leg parlay. I've got Bijan Robinson to go over 95.5 rushing and receiving total yards. I've got Michael Penix Jr. to go over 225 pass yards, and I've got Aaron Jones to go over 30 rushing yards. That's my bets for Sunday Night Football.
And we currently have that bet locked in. So if you're watching this tonight, Thursday night, or if you catch it Friday morning, Friday afternoon, hopefully before the lines shift too much, you can get Jesse's bet at plus 377. So if you put $5 on it, you'll win. I think it's like $19, which is not a bad bet. That's really good for a three leg.
Especially for a three leg.
Yeah,
Yes.
a three leg. That's good. And then on my side for Sunday night prime time, I'm going to run JJ McCarthy at 175 passing yards. I'm going to run B.
Risque.
I know, I know, but I'm just going to do it to see. You know what I mean? Why not?
Yeah,
And then
I see it.
I got Bijan Robinson total yards rushing and receiving at 80, and then I also have Aaron Jones at 30 rushing yards. Now my bet is a little bit different. It's a little bit smaller on the safer side because mine's going to be plus 192. So a $5 bet wins you $10. So not bad,
Yep.
but hey, is what it is. All right. And then our final slot of the night, we've got Monday Night Football. Now, my bet isn't in here yet, but I will be telling it to you guys as we're going through it. Jesse, what is your Monday night bet?
Actually, go ahead and read it out for him.
So, what Jesse has as of right now, we haven't locked it in, so this may be subject to change. If it changes, we'll let you guys know either on TikTok or we'll upload a short about it. So, just be on the lookout sometime Sunday because we always post any changes or bets before game day so you guys can get in a little early. But as it stands right now, you have Bowers over his receiving yards, Bucky anytime touchdown, Ladd over his receiving yards, and you've got Hampton over 40 rushing yards.
Okay, so this is uh this is us without knowing what the lines are yet. So
That's true.
the yeah, so this is why he said certain things like that. Bowers his line might be set at 70 or like 60. He's gonna crush that. Trust, like, it's the only receiver that the Raiders have. Keep taking his over. Um, Amar and Hampton, I'm gonna set it at 40. I don't trust the sportsbook just to put it at 50 or 60. He did have a down game last week. He is a rookie, so I'm not gonna put him, you know, to do such great things unless you're first overall pick. Um, and then who else did I have?
You had Bucky and Ladd.
Oh, Lad McConkey. He he's kind of on the risky side just because of the fact that Keenan Allen is back. They're such similar players, and Justin Herbert loves to throw to people like that. And then you have Quentin Johnson. Quentin Johnson didn't. He was the definition of Butterfingers last year, and the year before that, and the year before that too. And then randomly last week, he decided to just learn how to catch the ball. So that's actually kind of surprising. I think he needs to put CeeDee Lamb on whatever he was on. So so yeah, um, it's kind of risky. I think his line would be set at around 60 yards just because of the fact of what happened last week. Um, and then Bucky Irvin's just going to get in the end zone. He's going to do great.
See, I think like Jesse said, the lines aren't out yet, so that's why I really haven't formulated a Monday night bet because I like to look at where the lines are and what odds I can get and see kind of where the value is if I can find an edge. But based off of what Jesse has, I think I'm going to be probably leaning towards Lad McConkey's receiving yards. I'm also probably going to be looking at Hampton's rush yards. Uh, I think I might look at Justin Herbert's pass yards. I'm probably going to move the line a little bit because one thing the sports book loves to do, and if you guys are on the sports books like we are, if you have a player that has a really good game, they blow their lines way up just because they had a good game. So you can find value on either the under or on moving the line down a little bit closer to what the average of what they would do. So I'm waiting to see exactly how things are going to shake out. But I think my top three picks that I'm going to look at are going to be Herbert's passing yards. I really want to look at so they do have one line released already. It's Herbert's passing touchdowns. You can get Herbert for 1.5 passing touchdowns for minus 100, which is almost like a break even bet. So I'm thinking about taking that with McConkey's receiving yards. Uh, maybe Hampton's rush yards, or I want to take a Chargers money line, but a lot from what I hear, a lot of people think the Raiders are going to sneak out an underdog win this week. So I think it
Let me
might.
let me just tell you something right now. Let me just tell you something right now. Let me tell you something right now. The Chargers just beat the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs were in the Super Bowl last year, and they were competitive in the game against them. And Justin Herbert played out of his mind.
I'm not
The
saying you're wrong.
Raiders, no, not done yet, not done yet, not done yet. Hear me out. The Raiders just played against the Patriots, who were booty cheeks last year, booty, and it was a competitive game. Raiders versus the Patriots was a competitive game, and they won 20-13. Mind you, the Chargers scored 27 points against that Chiefs defense. Dude, take the Chargers.
I,
Don't be dumb. Don't be an idiot. Don't overthink it.
no, I'm not.
Simple. Just because people are blowing up Geno Smith's head even larger than what it should be, does not mean that you should too.
I agree. I agree. I'm just saying I know some shenanigans happen within week 1, week 2, and it might be a complete fluke, man. I don't know. Maybe Justin Herbert gets up and doesn't eat breakfast. Maybe Lab
Go ahead.
McConkey doesn't do a good stretch when he's warming up and can't catch a ball. I don't know. So
You know what? You do you.
so to avoid the whole issue and situation, I'm going to stay away from the money line, and it may be subject to change. You guys pay attention to the shorts. We just like I think yesterday we put out like 3 or 4 videos for you guys on the Packers game, what we had, the best bets, the everything that we put money on, we sent out to you guys. So right now it's up in the air on Monday. So just pay attention to the shorts. We're giving you our opinions right now, but what's going to have money on it will be put in a short this weekend, and you'll know before game, probably the day before game day, what we're going to have, or at least what I'm going to have on the bets. Because I think, well, Jesse's may be subject to change too. Me and him will update that probably between Saturday and Sunday. But I'm I don't know, man. I think I'm just going to lean more towards the Herbert passing touchdowns, McConkey's receiving yards. I'm going to look at Hampton's rush yards because I made some money off him last week, and maybe a sneaky anytime touchdown. I know that's probably going to be risky, but I need something to boost my odds a little bit. So I don't know if it's going to be something like a Ladd anytime touchdown or like I don't know. I'll have to look and see what they release because right now with not having any numbers and any data, it's hard to speculate what I can and can't do. But those are what we're leaning into, guys. And if you made it this far into the video, we appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are the best. We're making these videos for you. All of this effort and research and us sitting here having this talk out and giving you best picks is so you guys can make some money without having to do the research that we do. You can throw some money on something, either my side or Jesse's side, make some money. We're all doing it together. One team, one dream. Jesse, do you have anything else for any of our listeners before we send them out for Sunday night football?
Sunday night, man, guys. Just know these players are betting on themselves too, guys. Like I said, this past video, the Titans wide receivers had Broncos money line, and the Broncos had Titans money line. So blown up. Just kidding. um, please, go to the TikTok, follow. There'll be more videos coming out soon about on TikTok. I thank you guys a lot for hearing myself banter about the Packers and how good they did this week and what they have in store. Um, thank you guys so much for listening. It's been nice. I'm Jesse. That's RJ. And peace out. Me.
All right, guys, just like and subscribe, share the channel with your friends, get everybody involved in the sports book. Let's make some money this NFL season. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. be on the lookout for the shorts. We're going to keep you guys in the loop with anything and everything that we do. Everything is for you guys. Peace out. Have a good weekend. Let's make some money.